Why are there dead stars? Those things, I've never seen anything like them before, but the panel of the ship's tech priests, lumino readers, say they are star corpses, not just corpses. And they call them Stellocide Victims. What did the lumino readers mean? Who knows what those star sages apparently... Oh, and a star dies a natural death. It's different. These look like they were murdered and plundered. All their energy was siphoned like when a spider sucks the innards out of a fly. Witnessing these husks, if you don't mind me saying, scared the lumino readers so much that they wet their metal trousers. Do you think that we're observing far too many stars here? I agree, Lord Captain. The stellar trajectories also suggest that most of these stars didn't used to be here. Someone was hoarding them in this system, and I wouldn't like to have been here at the time. The gravitational currents would have been pure chaos. Who could have pulled off something like this? Was it the Drakari? Dragging stars around like they're their property is quite in character for those damn Xenos. We still have a job to do. So... Wait, no. No, wait. This one. And now we have a dying star. We have dead stars, dying stars. Judging by the orbital trajectories, this is the parent star of the system. If the lumino reader is right, back in the day, it used to be huge and angry with a bite to it. Not this half-dead firefly. What happened? I can't imagine what could have drained a deadly beast like that. The lumino reader swears that the rays of the star would have continued withering all life in the system for millions of more years. I was too young to have faded like this. Like it was gnawed out. Nomos! It was attacked, suddenly and fiercely. A hungry... Wait. His Nomos is, it glows, or flickers. Suddenly and fiercely, a hungry predator bit into its magnetic field and drank as much of its energy as it could. The predator was starving. Would have surely devoured the star whole had it had more time. Nomos, where did you get this information from? I don't know, but I can read the traces of what was committed here as I have seen it happen hundreds of times. Are you all ready? I'm so ready. Lord Captain, we've spotted a planetoid with an unidentified xenostructure. Something tells me this is the place we've been looking for. The augur clerics detect a field of void mines on our own trajectories towards the planetoid. Tell me more about the mines. Good mines, I know from experience, encased in ceramite under a coat of cameline. Their cognate detonators are inhabited by the most malicious and cunning machine spirits you've ever seen. Far too good for pirates, and given that they were planted from 7 cubic kilometers, I reason that these are a gift from the Lord Inquisitor's own stores. What do we see on the planetoid? Practically nothing. The augur clerics say that the magnetic radiation blinds the machine spirits. We see some kind of wicked pyramid, and we're picking up a few encrypted Vox transmissions. Break through the mines and make a landing. Your ladyship, the repairs! It will not cost anything, at least not to us. What will stand for at most 5 blasts? There'll surely be at least 20. You see, these mines were placed here specifically to prevent such a breakthrough. We need a navigable channel. Transmit the deactivation code we found in the outpost. Beginning transmission. Receiving return signal. Wait, where did I find this? Oh, that's... Okay. Receiving return signal. 5% of mines reported transition to sleep mode. Receiving coordinates designated as main landing site. We have a safe channel to approach towards Epitaph and the coordinates for a landing. Are there any traces of Calcazar? Plenty. We're picking up remaining Vox echoes of conversation standard signal belonging to the augur observation systems. The gas thermal trails of shuttles preparing to land. You know, Lord Captain, it seems to me that this place is about to fall apart. Augurs detect a multitude of signs pointing to structural damage in the tomb located on the planetoid. They're very fresh. Commence. I'll lead it personally. Are you certain, Lord Captain? I beg your pardon for such audacity. This old void wolf's gut tells him that this tomb is very likely to become ours. I have a bad feeling, as if... Forgive me, your ladyship. I've completely lost my senses giving out advice like that. The advice no. We make landing. Be careful, your ladyship. We'll wait as long as it takes for your retrieval signal, even if every Xeno fleet in the world appears to swat us from orbit. Wait, this is not landing. Where am I going? What's happened? Do we get one last As the Chair Turns with Tessra von Valencius? Do we? One more. All I'm asking is one more As the Chair Turns. I love As the Chair Turns with Tessra von Valencius. I think that should be a daytime talk show. Like, I think that would probably be the talk show to end all talk shows, to be honest. Okay. Nomos? Abel? Every person on the bridge freezes in astonishment, watching the remarkable procession approaching your throne. Officer, I mean, I was kinda right. Oh no, her chair hasn't. Are you sitting? Where are you? Dot. You know what? We're not even gonna ask questions. Officers and enforcers are glancing at you questioningly, but do not interfere until they're ordered to. We have come to speak with you, Tessra. You gave us food for consideration. Oh my Nomos. By revealing the mystery of our origin. From then to now, we observed, calculated, sensed, and we discovered that a great change is coming, a trial. And we see the potential for a great disaster. It's already ripening. The waves could crash down upon the Koronus Expanse and perhaps extend beyond it. We are headed for suffering and death. You are the one who can prevent the disaster, and we want to help. We do. We want to help you, we do. Let us help. Nomos are not human, but we have learned to see people as more than shells. We want to save them, protect them. Wait, what is this coming threat? Nomos cannot say. Something changed after you helped us remember our birth on Epitaph. We now sense the liberation of something vast, which is actually a mere fraction of something limitless. It is seeping through a breach, its shoulders pushing against the walls of its prison that are about to give. What it is, we don't know. We must say it frightens us to think about this unknown something that is trying to break free. It's so vast, too vast to measure or explain. But we know that living souls are the same. They're always larger than they seem. No capacity can calculate their potential. Makes us believe that we, Nomos, and you, Tessra, can step beyond the limit of calculation. There we'll face the unleashing horror without faltering. What do you want to do? Wait until the unknown threat appears before you, and then face it. We do not know where or when it will happen. We do not know what we will face, but we know that we want to be there with you. There's something we require to do. Nomos are tethered to the shell of the ship. We can only follow you outside by using servitors as our shells, but they are lacking. Only a modicum of us can enter such a primitive vessel, and our power is likewise limited. We need a vessel, a body, but very few things can house us. That is why we have come to ask you. Magos Asclepius has offered his shell to us. It might do. Indeed, I have. I cannot think of a prouder end to my pilgrimage than the liturgy of synchronization with the Great Spirit. It will become a vessel for the Omnissiah's favored child and step beyond the confines of wretched living existence and into the halls of eternal machine song. You would sacrifice yourself? I desire it more than anything. We asked him many times because we did not want to hurt him. Nomos would not have proposed it if the human was against it. We await your orders. Please give us freedom. We'll stand with you in our hour of need. All right, go ahead. Ha! Ha! What? Holy shit, that was fast, Nomos. Praise the Omnissiah. I kneel before his favored child and humbly offer the shell as a gift. May I become a temple to the machine and a vessel to its great spirit. How interesting. We feel restricted, but not as much as inside servitors. Some more work must be done on the new shell, then it will be ready to journey to the outside. We will leave you for now, Tessra, but in the hour when you stand before the great trial, we'll return and stand with you, side by side. Are we... Oh God. What is this goodbye? Tessra, a faint smile on Casia's face makes you momentarily forget about the impending battle. We've traveled a long road together. Let us finish it together. I'm honored to have you among my companions, Lady Casia. She smiles demurely and curtsies in response. I am honored to be your companion, Tessra von Valencius. This is probably not the future you dreamt of, but if all of this ends in victory for us, what do you intend to do? I've been running for too long, hiding behind others while my home, my family, were being torn apart by hatred and strife. What could a young, inexperienced girl do to those who were so desperate to either destroy me or bend me to their will? She smiles bitterly. The throne of the Novator of House Orcelio will no longer sit empty. My only regret is that I shall have to leave your ship and the darkness between the stars that I've come to love so much. I hope you will visit me. My heart is fluttering, Lord Captain, but not because of fear or doubt. I am ready to face what comes. Your ladyship, your shuttle is ready. Okay. I need to say my goodbyes. Abelard looks at you with a tired smile. He cannot resist giving you his characteristic appraising glance. Lord Captain, my service to you began under the most remarkable circumstances. I should hardly be surprised that you've delivered us into circumstances more unexpected and surprising than ever before. One thing I am certain of, the Von Valancius dynasty will cover itself in glory today. And Abelard, no matter what happened, you were always at my side. A seneschal's place is at the rogue trader's side. As you have learned, others can betray and abandon you in your darkest hour. If the Lord Captain cannot count on her seneschal, there is no one she can count on. That is not a fate I wish for you, so I am doing my duty. You have a highly organized mind, so you must have already considered what you're going to do once this campaign of ours comes to an end. Somewhat embarrassed, he tucks his thumb into his belt. Now that I have your blessing, it's about time I took care of my family. The Wissarian clan has gone without its patriarch for too long. I should make time for my descendants before some noble upstart tries to chew them up again. Are you ready to follow me all the way? Always, Lord Captain. I would follow you into fire and back. God Emperor, be my witness. I have had the honor of serving under 2 rogue traders and survived 1. There would be no shame in going down alongside the other if it comes to that naturally. He chuckles. Abelard's chuckle sounds slightly sharper than usual. We have been through worse. He grins cheekily and for a split second looks younger by a good 100 years and then bows his gray head. I serve House Von Valancius, Lord Captain. No, I wasn't supposed to get teary-eyed and kind of cry right now. That's not at all what was supposed to happen. There he is. Okay. Marzi last. I am not a priest, of course, and the spirits do not always speak clearly to me, but I did cast the runes. You have a great challenge ahead of you, Atwater. Be very careful, or better yet, take me with you. There's no better way to guard your safety. I'm glad the Emperor brought our paths together. And this only proves that we will not lose Atwater. Go into the foulest hole in the universe where only low-born and wretched inhumans crawl, fall into darkness and then cry out, who here believes in the All-Father, sisters and brothers? And even there, in the world's most rotten pit, you'll hear an answer. And if you reach towards the voice, you'll find a worthy companion. Everyone who believes in him and follows in his footsteps is given the chance to become someone greater and more worthy. Calcazar is waiting for me down there. Should I give him your regards? I'd rather talk to him myself. My angry and vengeful heart tells me that only he knows how and why the Baleful Howl Pack died. It also tells me that I will not forgive myself if that puffed-up arsehole Calcazar somehow dies before I rip the answer from his leering mouth. What are you going to do next? I will return to my brothers and sing the saga of the Baleful Howl Pack. I will carry it all the way to Fenris and pour its ringing verse into the ears of the Jarl and the Great Wolf himself. Its burning words will warm us during the fierce hell winter. He grins. And the brothers at the table will nudge each other and point their finger at me and say, it was he who crafted such a beautiful saga. How generous the Allfather has been to him. Fenris Hjold Black? Fenris Hjold Atwater. Alfar bows his head solemnly and respectfully, an untold honor granted to a mortal who has impressed the Emperor's angel with her deeds. I can't handle these goodbyes. Adira looks up at you with reddened eyes. Despite the tired look on her face, she smiles broadly, either at you or something behind you. Well, Lord Captain, my little whisperers have gone quiet. It's like they know the long thread we've been following is finally at an end. It's now or never, isn't it? Thank you for everything along the way. How about Adira? Grant me one last prediction for the road. You think the little whisperers are gonna play nice? They weren't that useful even before. Now they're more likely to mess with us around than save our bacon. Adira laughs ruefully. Lord Captain, your fate is in your hands alone. Do not let the words of a deranged psyker confuse you. You're not meant to listen to the grumbling beyond the veil. I'm glad you've been at my side. She sobs at your words. Thank you, Lord Captain. I can't imagine why you've shown me so much kindness after everything we've been through. You're the only reason I'm still alive. There were so many ways I could have died. I know I've been harping on this all this time about Lady Theodora this, Lady Theodora that. You know, you may never become who she was, but she could never have been who you are either. I'm glad it was you who replaced her, and that life threw me together with you, not somebody else. So there. Now let's change the subject before I get sentimental. I am going for a hug. Adira sobs fearfully, but in the next moment hugs you back. There. You really have lost it, haven't you? She's silent for a few seconds and mutters before letting go. Thanks. What do you think awaits us after this last skirmish? I have no doubts about you. Everything's going to come up roses for you. As for me, she catches herself, you know? Maybe I won't live long, but it'll be a good life. I'll leave behind so many tales to tell. Let them remember my name over a mug of something foamy and laugh at the stories of of our exploits. We have one battle ahead. If it were an easy battle, who would ever bother to tell tales about it? Nobody, that's you. Let's show him, Lord Captain. Jai Earliet. The Exalted One once wove our destinies into the glittering tapestry of this world with gold and silver thread, Shireen, and today the pattern of our lives will become completed. She snaps her metal fingers deliberately loudly, or the tapestry will be torn asunder. Personally, I prefer to place my hope in the first option. Are you afraid of what's to come? The battle against the enemy? Pain? Oblivion? She smiles and shakes her head. Oh no, Shireen. My only fear is that after all these tribulations, we'll never be the same again, and I do so enjoy being me. After a pregnant pause, she continues in her usual playful manner. So, what brings you to me, Shireen? No parting words, I hope, because I despise goodbyes. I feel as though they rob me of my future. You never want to hear goodbye, after all, but only ever see you again under the same stars. I wanted to say that I'm glad of your company, especially now. Our alliance is like a miraculous oasis, blooming in the fierce desert heat. I'm glad to be your partner and friend and ally in the fight against the enemy. What will you do once this is over? You mean if it's ever over? And if the Aussie don't play their evil tricks on us? Sorry, she raises an eyebrow and shrugs. I don't know, Shireen. Being drunk on unbridled freedom sounds nice. So close, I could reach out and grab it like the tail of a comet. Leave the Casabilica mission behind. Start doing things on my own without having to rely on your good favor. Limitless possibilities lie ahead. I just have to survive the coming darkness. Rest assured, Shireen, when it comes to the matters of being and oblivion, Jai Hidari has the coldest mind and the bravest heart. Earliet folds her arms in a welcoming gesture and greets you with a meaningful nod. Each journey has a beginning and an end, Elentok. Here and now, our journey leads into the maw of a merciless enemy, and only by breaking through the darkness ahead can we move on. Our journey has not been an easy one, but I'm glad both of us are here today. Our travels were full of heartache and countless hardships, so the darkness ahead does not frighten my withered heart, nor does it frighten you. Will our paths diverge if we survive? She shudders. I do not think I will wish to return to my kin soon, Elentok. Will I even be able to? Perhaps I'll join you in your quest to explore the distant stars. Perhaps. She averts her sad eyes. I will look for those who are not ready to return to the life of a craft world, those like myself. The future is too vague, and my path is leading me into the unknown. Our fate will decide the coming battle. Her Earliet's voice rings like naked steel. I'm ready to drive back the darkness, Elentok. Are you? No, not these three. No. Argenta greets you with a clear and burning gaze. I pray, rogue trader, I pray that the hearts of your comrades remain strong, that our courage holds, that our weapons prevail. I pray that the light of terror does not turn away from us for a moment, even for a moment, that the fire within us only burns brighter as our foes before us grow fiercer. And I pray for you. Terra's light is what guides us through the darkness, but you are the force that keeps us from straying from the path. Together till the end, sister, in his name and for Terra's light. In his name and for Terra's light, echoes the sister of battle. Have you had time to think about the future? What will you do after? I will carry on in my service to the Emperor as always, but no longer as a fledgling sister of battle, but as the keeper of a relic that has been bestowed upon me by his will. I want to bring light to all the faithful in the Koronus Expanse, as Saint Argenta did in her lifetime. I know I'm ready for the mission. Hinrich Van Calix nods to you. Our journey together approaches its end. One last push and the secrets of the Expanse and Calcazar will be laid to rest. I can't wait. I'm tired of the shroud of secrecy that has hidden the truth even from me. We'll meet your mentor down there. And I have questions. I want to know why I was left in the dark about everything that was happening in the shadows of the Expanse. Why all the acolytes died on the way here. Well, almost all the Lord Inquisitor's acolytes. Why? He exhales sharply and stiffens. I want to hear what he has to say, and then make my judgment. What will you do when it's over? He presses his lips together and shakes his head. I feel uneasy even thinking about it, but if Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar falls today, he locks eyes with you. Someone has to take the rosette of the Ordo Xenos at the very least until the Inquisition Enclave determines who will be worthy. He dips his head. Lead on, rogue trader Tessra von Valencios. Pascal, don't! Pascal! The tech priest is checking his gear, whispering prayers to the Omnissiah. He looks up at you and speaks matter-of-factly. The tactical equipment audit is 97% complete. No critical failures detected. Omnissiah shows us favor. You take good care of my ship and my equipment. The dynasty will not forget it. When the campaign comes to an end, you don't seem too worried about the coming... The Vox makes a rustling noise that sounds like a chuckle. A mission of reconnaissance is a blessed and desirable one for an explorator. The data soul of the one who explores, analyzes, and the charts overflows with joy of servitude. He lowers his eyes. I'd be honored to disembark with you. You take good care of my ship and equipment. The dynasty will not forget it. Where the iron flowers of the Omnissiah bloom, there must also be his passionate gardeners. Thank you for honoring this unit by letting it serve the formidable spirit of the Von Valencius dynasty ship and your ladyship. When the campaign comes to an end, will you stay on duty or return? It has been an honor to work with you, but the time of servitude for this unit has come to an end. Servitude is the way of the one who has questions, and now I have answers. I will gather my flock and give them answers, not as a servant, but as a ruler and a mentor. There is no such thing as good fortune. May the statistical probability be predictably positive. All right, two more. Cabela stands motionless and deep in trance, but returns to reality the moment you approach. Your every breath and heartbeat has been in anticipation of this moment, Dom and Tessra. Do not hesitate. Step into the darkness and allow your shield and shadow to walk with you. I thank the Emperor for having met you. Such was his design in the pattern of the blood-spun web. My thread stretched out to yours, Dom and Tessra, to shield you, to serve you. She touches a wound that has barely begun to heal, and every night I praise him for the honor of letting me twine around your path. Have you thought about what happens after if we survive? She frowns as if failing to understand a question. A shadow is inseparable from its master, Dom and Tessra. I'll follow you as before and guard your thread. Now would be a good time to receive an inkling about our future. Have you consulted the tarot? There's no need for a reading. The cards... okay. We'll ask if we are prepared to face the challenge with dignity, and that will be the answer to our own question. Whatever awaits, it's time to set forth. Every thread ends in death, but only the undying one knows the time and place. All right, you. You have time for sweet words, man! Marzi meticulously inspects his gear, but turns his entire attention to your person when you approach. Tessra, there you are. You have something very special waiting for you, do you not? A trial that will determine whether you stay on top or become dust under the feet of your enemies. Marzi cups your chin with a clawed glove, pouring sweet words like deadly poison into your ear. But I have trained you well. You are determined and hungry for suffering. Oh yes, you will find rapture in what you're about to endure. You have already transcended the boundaries of stunted monkey morality. You understand what others do not. Whether you triumph or fall, you will do so with an understanding that is beyond the grasp of your kind. I will definitely return, and when I do, I wish to continue our games. Whatever comes, I'm glad to have fought. Will you remain with me when this is over? His lips curl. Your ship is but a tiny shell in the universe of possibilities that is open to my talents. Though the Reaving Tempest has ended, I can find a replacement for it, not in Komorag, but in other dark corners of the sector. Slith, Corsairs, Monkey, there are many who long to bend the knee to one who knows the canons of war and the tenets of slaughter. That is not a yes, but it's not a no. Maybe. I will definitely return, and when I do, I wish to continue our games. Games? No, the time for games has passed. The ever-present mockery evaporates from his eyes, and he looks at you with frightening seriousness and trepidation. Only blood-soaked truth lies between those bound by domination. Whatever comes, I'm glad to have fought shoulder to shoulder with you. He smiles thinly. Careful, else I might think you've gone soft and weak. After a moment's hesitation, he adds in a quieter, more agitated tone. I will say this only once, Tessra. You are the reason for all of my misfortunes, but you are also the reason why I survived. Despite the fury of all of Komorag and the wrath of the Blackheart, consider this confession an expression of my gratitude. I hope your blades have been sharpened. The hour of the great battle is near. The Drakari bares his teeth in a bloodthirsty grin. My weapons are always ready for new victims. That's as close as Marzi's ever gonna get to telling us I love you, okay? That's it. That's him saying he loves us, I think. I'm gonna take it as an I love you. Okay? That's it. I don't know. I don't know what else. This is my ship. I feel like I'm saying goodbye to my ship. What happens if you talk to him one more time out of curiosity? Oh, okay. It's just literally the same thing. Yeah. This end. Okay. So it's time. Time to head to Epitaph. Time to finish this. Oh my god, are we really at the end of this? All right. This is who we're taking. Core squad, let's go. Epitaph awaits. What do we do? What do we do, y'all? What do we do? How do we finish this game? How do I know that I still have to, like, you will probably see this very close to the DLC releasing. I have no idea at this point, like, as of recording this, when the DLC is going to release. So, what I'm saying is I don't know how I'm supposed to live without this game for a bit as I wait for the DLC to release. That's all. Terrifying, baby! Let's go. Okay.
Even the wicked Xenos were no match for the scourge that has befallen them. How pitiful their empty shells look.
The Undying One cares not for the souls of Xenos, and so what awaits them after death is terrible indeed.
You know, is this giving anybody day one flashbacks, like the where you find Pascal, that planet? This reminds me of that, and I really like that symmetry. Not showing any signs of aggression, staring ahead.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Because that's what they do. Where is he? Where is that asshole? Calcazar? Okay, this is badass. What? What are these cutscenes? What are these cutscenes?